that is what Ross Smith can do. First maximum, but he's a huge maximum hitter. Hit 9 in 9 legs in a Grand Slam group game last year when he faced Michael van Gerwen. If you've got that in your locker, you're never out of the leg. We saw that in his match. He lost to Joe Cullen last week in the Grand Prix, but there was times when he was nowhere near in the leg. He'd find a 180 and work his way back in. And Ross, who lost in the opening round of the match play, last 16 in the Grand Prix, said in his interview he needs to be looking quarterfinals or better of all the majors. He wants to build on what was a massive victory last year in the European Championships. Going for it. And getting it. What a shot that is from Gabriel Clemens. A show of confidence early in this match. He didn't need to go for that 164.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, his perspective as well, comparing his life now to what he used to do, working 12, 13-hour shifts in the lorry cab, you know, it was really refreshing to hear. 76 for Clemens here for another hold of throw to get back on terms at 2 apiece, double 8.
A 12-dart leg as well. If he had one 12-dart, he can't get another one. And we've seen a 164 already in the match, and that raised the roof. This one would silence the arena, but it's not going to go.
134. Gabriel, you require 4.
In place, just in case Gabriel Clemens makes hard work of this double 2.
It's awkward, there's not.
Yeah, he's covering a lot of that
there, left, isn't he? He's got over the top of him. Errors. And what was looking like an 11-dart leg could be a breaker throw now. Ross Smith teed up brilliantly. But this can get awkward. But he doesn't make it look awkward, and that's back-to-back 14-dart legs. And Clemens is jumping all over it, finds his 3rd max of this game.
Down to a finish first on the Ross Smith throw. Ross Smith is all at sea here on 338, and he can't buy a treble right now, and Gabriel Clemens stepping in devastating fashion. Well, there you go, there's the first.
See the look on Ross Smith's face then. He just looked as if to say, what was going on here? The last 18 darts prior to them have swung the game in the favour of the German number 1. Double 14, he's hit it already in a match. Can't hit it now. This leg may not be done yet. I know Ross is on a finish, but double 7 is no one's favourite, and Clemens' darts kick up in the board.
Yeah, neither player's been convincing of late either, so I think Ross Smith has every right to be remotely optimistic, but again, he's struggling to find the big numbers, and it's just 60, and I don't think that's going to cut the mustard right now. Clemens may have a little bit more room in hand here, only needs the 1 dart at double 7 anyway. And Clemens has turned things around, 3 legs on the spin.
It's awkward. He's going to try and force through here. And he has. That's a brilliant dart. I think maybe look at treble 17 here. Yeah, it was the right shot. Because I'm not sure how solid that 2nd dart was in the board anyway, and the path through to the treble wasn't great. But here goes Clemens. What a time for the German number 1 to find his 4th maximum. And he's going to get matched out opportunities. Smith looking to leave 36 off 170, which he did earlier in the match. He can't. And he's now relying on errors from Gabriel Clemens.
Well, here we go for a 6-4 win for Gabriel Clemens. There's the 6 just about. 1 more dart at tops. And in keeping with the whole nature of this match so far, Clemens has missed, and now Smith steps in looking at 74. Triple 14. Just a single.
Yeah, 20 for tops to send us all the way. Well, there it is. It's an open bed at double 10 now. It's a bit of a blessing. Open bed for 5 apiece, and he'd have the darts. And he's missed his opportunities. 2 match darts have come and gone for Clemens. There's 3 more if needed here.
Gabriel Clemens stepping in once again. 2 lifelines remaining. Just the 1 lifeline remaining now on double 5. Ross Smith may well live again here, but Gabriel Clemens slams the door in his face, and Gabriel Clemens delivers the first leg of what could be a unique hat-trick for German darts today.
That's just what this game's really been like. There's been some brilliant shots. As good covering from Michael van Gerwen. It's been a bit wild. Perfect first dart.
123.
Just enough to get down to a finish. Van Gerwen should get to a better one, though, on Cullen's darts. Thought he might look at the bullseye there. 25 to leave a 2-darter. Took the gamble, didn't pay off.
Sorry, Dan, we've seen this already. from Gabriel Clemens. Didn't need to get it. Joe needs to... So that's... Yeah, he's going to have a look now.
42.
Can't rescue at the last hour. Won't be thrilled with that setup. Van Gerwen to level up again. Double 16. And does level up. 12 dart leg. Good response.
57.
Shake of the head from Cullen. He can see that Van Gerwen is there to be had. He's there for the taking, a bit like he was against Steve Lennon, and Lennon couldn't do the job, and 51. Cullen he's in the game, certainly. He's got a good chance, but if he'd played like he did yesterday, he's probably well clear in this match.
He's still got a chance now.
100.
May only be a dart at the bullseye if Michael can't take out the 141. Cullen's had opportunities in every leg. Not necessarily to go at a double, but there's been opportunities.
98. Joey require 89.
It's another opportunity. Double 16. Opportunity taken. 4 legs on the spin have been won against the darts.
A bit of daylight now for Michael on his darts, and Joe hasn't let him have that. Well, neither players really gave anyone a leg off. It may be a case
80.
Van Gerwen is going to lead for the first time in the match.
Does he go for it? He does, and he pins it, and MVG with a 170 finish leads for the first time in this game. And he is going to get a look at it. Now, Michael Van Gerwen, if he wins with back-to-back 170 finishes in the last 2 legs to take it 6-4.
100.
Even MVG hasn't done that before on the Euro Tour. Can he do it here? No, he can't.
Cullen was on, I've seen a 170 going against him today and a 161 yesterday from Aaron Monk. Found a way yesterday. Is he going to find a way today? Well, he's found a way to force a deciding leg. It's Michael Van Gerwen who throws first.
Whoever loses this game will be so frustrated. At the minute, it looks like Cullen's going to lose it. And it's looking more and more likely by the dart. It's another troubleless visit, and Michael Van Gerwen is being given an easy ride in this last leg.
And here comes the setter, big 20. And Cullen way back, and he probably knows his race is run here. He's dug in deep, hasn't been at his fluent best. But Michael Van Gerwen's found that little bit of quality in the decider. 3 match darts incoming.
Cullen on a bogey number. All the time in the world for Michael Van Gerwen to seal this, which he does on double top. Michael Van Gerwen is still in the hunt for a 4th German Darts Championship title. And you can see the frustration all over Joe Cullen's face.
Let's see where this can take Pesco.
100.
Well, keeps interested, despite Killington hitting 5 out of 6 in the trebles he wanted at the start of the leg. That's not the treble he wanted.
54.
Despite a brilliant start to the leg on throw, he could be in a spot of bother here, Killer.
Yes, he could have been a lot better off than he is, and Pesco, no stranger to these 2 treble visits so far. He's had, well, 7 of them in total.
37.
There's another one up.
133.
Now then, what's the plan? Or is it double-double? Oh, it would have been flashy, wouldn't it?
90.
Would have been very, very flashy.
Ricardo, you require 84.
Well, Killington had a great opportunity for a break of throw in the last leg. Pesco has a good opportunity in this one. First dart again is absolutely spot on. Second dart just inside for double 6. And Pesco finds the break. And there's the difference. Well, if he is going to have a bad leg between now and the end of this match, this is a good time to have one, because it's on the Killington throw. He's down to a finish anyway, if Killington doesn't find this 130. Oh, once again. Well, he needs to give himself every possible advantage right now, Killington. OK, he may well win this leg, but it's just another indication that all is not well. It's another concern. But you never know. Pesco could find a way through here. 2 treble 19s for a 5-1 lead. And how about that? Ricardo Petresco certainly coming of age now, and that is a hammer blow for George Killington. A killer moment in this match.
He shouldn't have been going for the bullseye at the end of it anyway, but you're never quite sure with Ricardo what he's going to do.
Well, Clemens took out that 164, didn't he, when Smith was on 2-3-1 in our first match, and he went for it, got it, and the crowd erupted, and it just gave Clemens a bit of a shot in the arm. Lost the next leg, that's it.
119.
Well, Killington sticking to his task, but this is a match-winning opportunity for Ricardo Petresco to wrap it up 6-2 and reach the quarterfinals on the Euro Tour for the second time. 20 for tops. Pikachu wants double top to reach the quarters.
For the second time.
34.
And the champagne remains on ice.
Jobs require 97.
Killington looking at a very gettable 97 to prolong the agony for Petresco and the legions of German supporters.
Double-double. Can't get it. He tried a similar shot earlier. That didn't work out. And so Ricardo Petresco gets more opportunities. He has missed a dozen darts at double in this game, but he's crafted so many chances. He deserves to be in this position. He deserves to be in the quarterfinals, but he's got to get there. And he does. Ricardo Petresco is through to the quarterfinals of the German Darts Championship. The Germans are 2 for 2 on the final day so far.
Beautiful scenery. And I'll get him a game in my local team.
59.
I knew there'd be a hidden agenda there, Mark.
Both players started well. Petresco waits to win it.
135.
Talking about these two, well, Jules improving and Stephen steadying up. The improvement in Ricardo Petresco is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it just
57.
talks about his demeanour on stage. We touched on that yesterday, but it's the confidence with the darts as well. That first dart, second dart combinations that he produced, the number of two treble visits that he's had over the course of this weekend as Bunting takes the third leg with a 15 dart holder throw. 4 more matches to come in the second half of the afternoon session, of course. Bunting, 9 darts, down to 301, but he's recovered well, as he did beforehand as well.
Was he on 3-2-4 after 9 darts in that leg, and he recovered. And timing from Stephen Bunting, he's averaging below 90. Just keeping Jules Van Dongen at arm's length. He's got that break. Take care of things on his own throw and looks to book himself a place in tonight's quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's these timely bursts that have really carried Bunting so far today.
81. Joes require 122.
So 18s here for Van Dongen on 1-2-2. Single. Gets the treble. Opportunity knocks here for Van Dongen, and the opportunity is taken by the American. And there's the reaction. There's the response. Very much in the balance as well. Not quite sure what happened there. Good recovery, though, from Bunting. Brilliant recovery. And he's looking at that 1-2-1 again. What pressure can be applied here, though, from Van Dongen? Plenty is the answer.
4 apiece and 1-2-1 apiece after 9 darts in this 9th leg. Oh, brilliant. 32 for Bunting. Great effort. Van Dongen, I expect to go the more traditional way.
Well, let's see. Missed darts at double 16.
Look at this, double 14. Caused him problems in the previous leg. 1 dart for 5-4. And just the wrong side of the wire. Both missed opportunities for this leg. An important leg, particularly for Bunting. Needs to stop the little rot that's set in here.
Well, Stephen Bunting, it's a little wonder he celebrates that one with a bit of passion as well. And he's got 6 darts from here to take us into a decider, and from there on, who knows where it might go.
Back up.
Oh, great stuff.
That's fine. It's a blessing that he missed the treble 17s. There's that temptation to go for the bull then, and you could be leaving 25. He's set it up, and 24 now for a last leg decider.
Yeah, and still no pressure from Stephen Bunting, still out of the running at 186, but Van Dongen taking care of business with double 12 at the first time of asking, and that is a timely 13 darter, isn't it, as well? Bunting hit the 13 darter in the previous leg. Bunting will feel that maybe there's more to come and has more to find. I think that's certainly the case, but let's see where this takes him. 56 away, 96. And sets it up very nicely indeed.
Yeah, well, when he walks the hockey there, Bunting, that's what he's thinking. Straight turn on 96, leave the double. Don't offer any encouragement to Jules Van Dongen. And even with this big hit, Bunting knows it's in his hands, and it's 3 darts, if needed, for a place in tonight's quarterfinals.
Well, Stephen Bunting has already made the final of a European Tour event this year. This would take him into the quarterfinals, and it would set up a meeting with Ricardo Petresco later on tonight. Needs to come down significantly, and does so, and he wraps things up with a 14 darter, and it's the end of the road for Jules Van Dongen. The American dream has died at the 3rd round stage, the first ever American to make the last 16 of a European Tour event.
It's turned into a bit of a battle, this. Thought in the early stages we might see one or both of them really find a purple patch, but they've not really delivered on that promise.
No, but you mentioned as well, Dan, they're two players that don't shy away from a scrap if needs be, so either will suit them, they'll dig in.
96. Damon, you require 104.
Yeah, great dart. Wants to stay well clear of it, though, which he does, just in the 18. Leaves double 16. That's a beautiful shot from Damon Heta. After all those misses at double.
Reads the game well, Damon. Maps his way out really well.
And it's paying dividends. I mean, he's won a couple of titles this year, both in the floor
41.
events. Did pick up a Euro Tour title last year, of course, in Gibraltar, so he may well be the Gibraltar Darts Masters champion, or Gibraltar Darts Trophy champion forever.
Yeah, but has he done it on a squash court? Neither have I.
144.
Lost to one of the giants of the sport, Paul Amos.
Oh, how about this? Couldn't follow it. And Heta will be hoping
96.
it's another ton plus finish on double 16.
Luuk will be fearing the worst. Brilliant adjustment. Here he goes again. Brilliant from Damon Heta. What a rally this is from 3-1 down. Interesting, Dan, when we were out in the World Series, that Ben Robb was using Heta as the sort of blueprint to ramp his career up. He's qualified for the World Championship.
Yeah.
Again, being impressed with him, led to believe he's going to hang around and play Q School as well.
Double 16 for Heta. He's turned it round again, back in his favour. It's Damon Heta who will now throw for the match. That is the best leg of the match. But he's on another potential 4-visit leg. It is a sprint to the finish from the Aussie #1 in this one, as he looks to record a first ever win on the Euro Tour over Martin Luukman, who's accounted for him twice.
I'll go for the ball here.
127.
Good dart from Luukman.
Damon, you require 121.
May not be enough though.
Great last dart from Damon
Martin, you
Heta.
require 142.
This would be special. It could be special. It's a chance. Oh, it's so special from Smash. Look at that.
Still up in the air, isn't it? Both of these, they've been excellent. Oh, look at that from Damon Heta. So many setbacks for Damon. What a setup shot. And Luukman's just got to hit and hope.
Oh, he's hitting all right. Oh, it's another one on the floor. Twice it's happened. This time it's cost him at least 20 points, and he's gone from being on a two-darter. Well, it might have been 60. It won't matter if Damon hits this, it's game over.
He's carved out an opportunity. Heta over to double 9. Yeah, this ain't easy. And there's always the risk.
28.
And Luukman's just taken a 142 out, a 109, and he's had a bounce out as well. He could be so much better place, but it's an opportunity for a place in the quarterfinals. One treble needed to give himself a shot.
Heta has already had 2 darts for the match. Will he get any more? Oh, he's missed a big number. What has gone on here?
I'm not sure where he went for the 9. I'm looking at 17. I was convinced it was 17 for double 16.
Unbelievable miss from Martin Luukman. He misses the big number and doesn't get a match dart. Damon Heta to win it on double 4. What a game, what a contest, what drama. But Martin Luukman is defeated. Damon Heta beats him for the first time on the European Tour.
I don't think he'll be harbouring any ambitions at this stage of his life.
He may see his ambitions of this leg disappearing pretty quickly, because double 18 will see the first breaker throw. Well, it's the first time that we've seen anybody have an opportunity to break, and even better news for Peter Wright is that he's going to get more chances to break.
$64. Peter, you require 18.
Well, this could be problematic. That was wide of the mark to
Games on the 5th leg. Peter Wright.
Get back on track was impressive, though, for Peter Wright with the second dart.
So I would expect to see more of Peter Wright on the Pro Tour after this. Nico Kurtz not going to get a dart at double in this visit.
50.
And to be honest, he's not set that up well. It may only be 1 dart at double when he returns. And where's Peter Wright going to be? He's going to be on something maker.
Nico, you require 70.
Yeah, this could have been much more manageable for Nico. As it is, 1 dart at double 20. Ooh, he was a long way below the wire with that one as well. That is illustrative of what he's been doing in the main so far today. It's just not really happened for Nico Kurtz.
Just seemed to rush it, seemed very eager to get that dart at double. Perhaps understandable when you haven't had one for several legs. Double 14 for snake bites. Right on the wire.
Nico, you require 20.
That could have been game over.
Yeah, that was, for my money, effectively a match dart for Peter Wright. But as it is, Nico Kurtz has stepped in.
So 6 darts from here for snake bite. How about a 177, Peter? How about it?
139.
Bullseye's a clever dart here.
100.
But took the gamble, got the treble, still leaves 62, where you may only get 1 dart at double.
Yeah, the gamble did pay off, but it might all be to nothing anyway. Double 12, 78 checkout, 2 dart combination for Peter Wright, and holding Nico Kurtz at bay. And he should get down to a finish first, and he has done.
85.
It's not as nice a one as he'd like. Well, Peter Wright, for my money, should go treble 20 here.
19.
But you can go to the treble 20 now. And that leaves double top for the match. And that will do it. Nico Kurtz's best ever run on the Euro Tour comes to an end at the hands of the 2-time world champion. Peter Wright is through to the quarterfinals, and congratulations to Chris Dobey, who has snuck through in the last spot for the European Championship. The field is now confirmed for Dortmund. We knew Snakebite would be there.
Humphries looking to win his 2nd Euro Tour of the year, and if he does, he will be seeded 1 at the European Championship finals for the 2nd consecutive year.
Yeah, and also looking to compete in his 7th European Tour final this year. He's won 1 and lost 5.
100.
Did pick up 4 titles on the European Tour last year. He is fast developing a very, very impressive record on these European stages, and once again he finds the 180.
What can you do? Wade's playing okay.
Yeah, he's not doing a great deal wrong.
Humphries has got this explosive nature and he's showing it here. He's averaging 112. He's missed 5 darts of doubles. Wow, a double break. You fear for Wade here.
Well, we're going to keep half an eye on the averages here as well. If Humphries can maintain this sort of level, you just wonder where he might be, but for those missed darts at a double. That's a ton 40, back to back.
Credit James
Yeah,
Wade.
that's brilliant. I mean, Wade is doing so well just to stay in touch here. 2-2-1 plays 2-2-2. Pressure back on Humphries here, but once again, the cover shooting on the 19s at times has been a real feature as well.
9 darts thrown in 3 of the 4 legs. He's been on a 2-darter, Luuk Humphries.
100. Luuk, you require 87.
17s. Just the single. Double 5. Well, what a combination that was. This is relentless, isn't it? This is just so good to watch and horrible to watch if you're a James Wade fan. But I mean, the visits he produced yesterday against Kirchmark just left him with very little in terms of opportunity to fight, and it's going that way for James Wade at the moment, who, as he says, he's trying so hard here. He's putting in a real shift here, is James Wade, but it's just nowhere near enough.
He's threatening his highest ever average here, Luuk Humphries. His highest average was this year. It was in a game against Luke Wood. I was a commentator. Blistering stuff, 119.15.
58.
He's a little bit off, but it's still some display. And there's not a great deal Wade can do about it at the minute. He had an average of, call it 110 in the European Darts Grand Prix quarterfinals against Gian van Veen earlier on this year.
123.
And you're just not surprised when you see these things from Luuk Humphries.
91.
And such his scoring power, not having, being able to tee up shots. Not many people do this to James Wade.
100. Luuk, you require 32.
Who looks completely lost for any sort of inspiration. The reaction there from Wade just was that of a man who just seems powerless, doesn't know where to go with.
He's done well to respond with a 2 treble. He's hit 3 big trebles in this leg in 4 darts. 4 darts that have registered.
But there's another 2 treble visit from Luuk Humphries, down to a finish on throw once again. Can Wade muster anything significant here? Doesn't look as though he will.
Well, it's going to be his highest average. Well, it's shaping up to be his highest average in the European Tour. Not going to finish it with a 170. We've seen one already from Michael van Gerwen today. Not going to see another here. But teeing up again. It's relentless from Luuk Humphries.
97. Luuk requires 77.
Didn't seem to like that too much either, did James Wade. But here comes Luuk Humphries, looking to finish the job and seal his place in the quarterfinals of the German Darts Championship. And in the end, the average 111.33, his highest ever on the European Tour.
But I tell you what, perhaps not celebrated as much. He has always got a plan. He's never indecisive. He knows when he steps at the hockey what his plan A is. If something goes wrong, he's got another plan. He's straight there. He doesn't lose his rhythm. His counting is immaculate. He never causes himself problems by indecision.
Like every player, you make mistakes, but he knows what he's going for. Yeah, and I agree. He's sometimes you feel the pacey players can make them mistakes, but Michael doesn't fall into that bracket.
You've got to be a great counter when you play at the pace he plays, because if you miss the segment you're going for, you need to know where you're going. And he does, all the time. But he doesn't miss there. 180 number 2 for the bully boy. And this could be the first break of throw.
Still works just as hard, Michael Smith, in terms of practice. He's a big practice, it always has been. And he's now making some inroads against the darts. The first key moment of the match.
Yeah, nicely done. You could just see a little intake of breath from Michael Smith when he pulled that double top low.
I don't think Ricardo is too fussed about it. He's just delighted that he's not suffered heartbreak at the cut-off date again. He did it in the Grand Prix, and it felt like he was thinking about it the way he performed in his Nando Maya, but this time he's just come here, he's backed himself. He may do it in style, winning in his home country. He's playing well enough.
You require 81.
Great responses from Rob Cross. 12 segment. That leaves the bullseye to break straight back. Oh, what a dart, Rob Cross.
Rob Cross.
Still holds a narrow advantage in this leg as he looks to level up.
43.
Oh, he did.
You mentioned Grand Slam spots available for the winner as well. Not an issue for either of these. They've qualified.
100. $96. Rob, you require 150.
This couple of 57s for this favoured double 18. There's one, and there's so much room. Such a good first eye. A lot of players just follow, but Rob takes his time. He's got his own routine. This is big. Would be a third consecutive leg as well. And it is a third consecutive leg. And Rob Cross with his first ton-plus finish of the tournament. And again, it's being played in good spirit this game. Michael Smith acknowledges what a good finish it was.
Where's Rob Cross going to be?
100. Mark will require 130.
Treble 20 is found, leaves the bull. And the bull is missed.
What a way this would be.
Rob, you require
To end
161.
some final matchup here this afternoon. He's already had a 150. This a lot more trickier. 57. The next port of call. Gets it. What a shot this would be. To end a thriller. Rob Cross. And marginally misses again. He's had match starts. Well, two match starts, both at the bullseye. And both not a million miles away.
Double 10 to go the distance. We're going all the way in this final match of the afternoon, and what a match it is. Rob Cross and Michael Smith. He'll go on the 18s here, surely. Tends to be his way. Another in there. Oh, Rob Cross, double top to win it.
Yes,
It's another match dart for Rob Cross, and this time it's not the bull. And he has missed it again.
It's an outside chance, a long shot for Michael Smith. Seen a couple of these already today. Are we going to see another? Oh, yeah, and he can see how frustrated he is.
60 scored. Sideways. Stop it over on. Then don't count.
And the last start was here by MC Respray, so more match starts for Rob Cross.
Double top to end this thriller. Double 10.
He moved the wire.
But gets it this time. Rob Cross gets over the line in a stunner of a game to complete the quarter-final lineup.